Hey y'all, what's up? It's Kyle9965. Here to make a video today. Today's video. I've been talking about it in some of my past videos. I've been talking about it. Finally making it now. And the videos that I'll make today is a list of the top 10 best wrestlers of today. Who I think are the top 10 best wrestlers of today. So this is just my list that I've narrowed down. These are wrestlers from different organizations. Some you might know, some you might know, some you might not know. Yeah, so this is two parts. I'm going to cut this video down into, and the reason why is because I'm recording this from my cell phone, don't have a camcorder, and I can only upload like a certain amount of gigabytes through my phone up on the YouTube. So be patient with me, guys. So yeah, this is going to be my top 10 list, part 1 of the best wrestlers of today. So starting off at number 10 is Jack Evans. A lot of you guys might not know Jack Evans. Jack Evans, he was recently, well, some of you guys might know him, but Jack Evans was recently at the TNA Destination X pay-per-view last month in the Fatal 4-Way. But that wasn't my first time seeing Jack Evans. That might be the first time most of you guys might have seen him. But for me, I've followed Jack Evans, here and there, although it's been kind of really hard to keep track of him because Jack Evans is he's never really stayed in one company. He's kind of bounced around from different places. One of the earliest memories I have of Jack Evans is I think like when he was in ECW during the last year or so before ECW was about to fall due to bankruptcy. He was in ECW for a quick cup of coffee. After that, he's been with Ring of Honor during the Ring of Honor, their early years to the early years of TNA. He's been in Dragon Gate. He currently now wrestles for AAA, and that's a Mexican wrestling promotion in Mexico, who he currently works with now. So yeah, Jack Evans, I think is tremendous talent. I think he'll be a great addition to any company's roster, maybe not so much TNA, and the only reason why I say that is because, you look at TNA now and all they do is push nothing but veterans. They don't really focus on the young talent, on the young guys, like they should. So I don't know if he'd really be beneficial towards that company. But I think if he was in WWE, or if he joined, or if he got back with Ring of Honor, and now the Ring of Honor has the new TV deal, I think he'd be a great addition to either of those companies. And, he's a really young guy. He's 29, 30. Just tremendous talent. Great talent. Like I said, love the guy. He has some people don't like him or get annoyed with the fact that, he comes across as being a bit of a spot monkey, in which I can't agree. He does, he is a bit of a spot monkey, taking the spotlight off on other people and kind of put it on himself. But, and some people get annoyed with that. I don't care. I enjoy him, I don't care if he's a spot monkey and, hogs the light or the attention. He's fun to watch, and he's entertaining. He's a good high flyer. One of the best high flyers, I think, of today, in this generation. Number 9 on my list is Eddie Edwards. Some people may have mixed reviews about this. Eddie Edwards, I think, is a good wrestler. He's not so much of a great talker. When Eddie's on the mic, it's kind of like, shut up. I definitely do think he needs to work on his mic skills, but what he lacks for in the mic, I think Edwards definitely makes up for in ring skill. And I just think as he gets older, he's going to get better and better. So Eddie Edwards is number 9 on my list. Number 8 on my list is Tyler Black. And Tyler Black is another guy who's formerly with Ring of Honor. He's now in WWE's developmental program, which he's been in there for about at least a year and a half now. I don't know why they've kept a great talent like Tyler Black in there for so long. But when he comes out to WWE, his name is going to be Seth Rollins. That's the name that, for some of you guys out there that may say, oh, WWE ruined his name by changing his name to Seth Rollins. For your information, Tyler Black himself, along with Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, came up with the name Seth Rollins. Tyler Black said so himself that it was his idea, along with Ricky Steamboat, to come up with the name Seth Rollins. So it's not now, as much as WWE creative sucks, I will admit that, they had nothing to do with naming Tyler Black Seth Rollins. But anyway, Tyler Black, number 8 on my list, a great talent. A lot of people compared him to CM Punk. He's had great matches with Roderick Strong, Davey Richards, Austin Aries. Just a great guy, has a great in-ring skills. Like I said, he's like Eddie Edwards in terms of what he lacks for in mic skills. He definitely makes up for it with in-ring ability. Number 7 on my list is Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe, and I would have had Samoa Joe higher up on my list. The only reason why I haven't put him up higher on my list is because you look at TNA now. They really have not pushed Joe at all ever since Hogan and Bischoff came into the company last year. I mean, Joe is he's barely on TV. He gets squashed in every match. I mean, Joe is just not the top dog anymore like he used to be in TNA, and I really think that's a darn shame. I mean, I've never seen a guy like Samoa Joe, who's 280 to 300 pounds and can move like a cruiserweight. I've never seen that before in my life. I've seen the guys like Rikishi and Umaga, Yokozuna, big guys like that, but none of them were able to move around and be as athletic, as Joe is. I think Joe is just a tremendous talent. He's one of the guys in TNA who when came into TNA, he had the longest undefeated streak in TNA's history. Great submission wrestler. He was a former world champion in TNA. And I just think it's a shame, how they have a guy like Joe and they don't have him in the main event spot. I mean, Joe is just Joe's not even a mid-card anymore in TNA. I mean, he's just like at the bottom of the barrel. Like, that's really his position, which I don't think he should be in that position because I think Joe has proved himself within that company of TNA. He's been in there for 5-6 years. He's accomplished a lot within that company, and I just think it's a shame that Hogan and Bischoff do not give him the credit that he deserves. I just don't think they give him the credit he deserves. And so Samoa Joe is number 7 on my list. Number 6 is Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle is a guy who I think, you guys may say, well, Kurt Angle isn't young. True, Kurt Angle is not young, but I think Kurt Angle could still put on a hell of a wrestling match today, right now. And I think that proves for itself. Kurt Angle is a guy, he's past his prime, but Kurt Angle is very competitive. He said so himself. Kurt Angle's always said that no matter who he's in the ring with, he wants to have the best match out on the card. And I just think for a guy his age, and to accomplish as much as he has, for him to still have that competitiveness, that drive, that fire, and that passion, just like any 25-year-old young wrestler may have, I really think that speaks to, Kurt Angle's ability in the ring. It really does. Just a tremendous guy, and like I said, when Kurt Angle's in the ring, it's going to be a good day because Kurt's going to give his all and put everything he has to, because like I said, he's always said himself, if you're in the ring with him, he's going to want to have the best match on the card, and Kurt Angle's just really, he's a wrestling machine. He's a wrestler's wrestler. He's a real wrestler. So Kurt Angle is number 6 on my list. So guys, this is part 1 of my top 10 best wrestlers of today. I'm going to be making part 2 right now. I'm going to be uploading this and then making part 2. So please watch this video and please watch the second video. I apologize for this. Like I said, I don't have a camcorder. I can only upload this through my through the camcorder that's on my cell phone because I only have a certain number of minutes that I can upload a video from my phone onto YouTube. So like I said, this is it for part 1. I'll be doing part 2. Please watch both parts. Stay tuned.